Alright guys, in today's video we're going to be working on order of operations and reviewing how to work through the order of operations when solving an expression, and also work on understanding what parentheses mean inside an expression and why we have to do them first. So just really quickly reviewing the steps of the order of operations, you have to go in this order. So every time you do an order of operations question, you should write this order. PEMDAS. P stands for parentheses or anything inside also a bracket has to be solved first. We do not do exponents in 5th grade, so that's why it's marked out. After we do parentheses, you have to do multiplication and division from left to right. So if you have both multiplication and division in a question, you have to start at which one's on the left and do that one first. And same thing with addition and subtraction. Since they're on the same level on the order of operations, you have to do it from left to right. So if subtraction comes on the left in your question, you have to do that one first. So we're going to start with our first problem, and it asks, what is the value of this expression? And the value of the expression just means, what does this equal when you solve it? And so first thing I want you to do when you solve order of operation questions, I want you to write out the order of operation steps. So parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, addition and subtraction. And if you want to show the left to right part, you could draw an arrow going this way. So we're going left to right. So, and this is going to tell us what order we're going to solve this expression in. So we're going to start by solving everything inside the parentheses or brackets first. Now you'll notice on this question over here it says 45 minus parentheses 6 plus 3 times 27. You'll see that it has both brackets and parentheses in this question. If it happens to be that there's more than one set of these in the question, you have to do the smaller one first, the one that's on the inside first. So what we're going to have to do first when we do this is we're going to have to do 6 plus 3 first, which equals 9. And the best thing to do to make sure your work's organized and that you don't forget any steps is once you've worked part of the expression, cross off what you did. So we just did 6 plus 3, and we're going to rewrite everything else exactly how it looks in the same order. So we have 45 minus in front. We just solved that, so we can put the last bracket after. And then we have times 27 left after it. And we're still on the parentheses bracket step, so we have to solve what's inside here first. So we got to do 45 minus 9. And if you don't know what that is, we're going to come out to the side, 45 minus 9. Can't do 5 minus 9 because 5 is smaller than 9, so you have to borrow. This becomes a 3. This becomes a 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. And 3 minus 0 is 3, so that gives us 36. And we're going to cross out what we've already done, so that 36, that leaves me 36 times 27. All the parentheses and brackets are done. We don't do exponents in 5th grade. Multiplication or division. Well, we only have one step left, that's multiplication, so we're going to have to do that to figure out the answer. So whichever way you do it, you can do it standard version, 36 times 27, or you can do it box version, 36 times 27 this way, and you're still going to get the same answer no matter which way you do it. So 7 times 6 is 42, 3 times 7 is 21, plus 4 would be 25. On the second row, you always got to start by putting your 0, making sure your numbers are lined up. Second row, we're multiplying by the second number, so 2 times 6 is 12. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus the 1 at the top is 7. So that gives me, when I add together, 2 plus 0 is 2, 5 plus 2 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, that gives me 972. And then on box version, if you're going to do it that way, 20 times 30, 2 times 3 is 6, and there's 2 zeros, 1, 2, so I'm going to put 2 zeros after that, that gives me 600. 20 times 6, 2 times 6 is 12, and there's only 1 0 in between those two numbers, so I'm going to put 1 0, that gives me 120. 7 times 30, 7 times 3 is 21, and there's only one 0 between those two numbers, so that gives me 210. 7 times 6 is 42, and I'm going to add up the boxes to get my final answer, 600, 210, 120, and 42. 0 plus 2 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. So that gives me 972 here and standard version. So the answer to this first question, since we're done with all steps, is going to be 972. Following the order of operations, that would be B.